Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Wijhan Sakinah. I'm from Economic Syariah in Stepipesis Garut. Here I will discuss the global financial crisis vocabulary. Strike 2. Number 1. Inflation. Inflation is an indicator to see the rate of change, and is considered to occur if the process of price increases takes place continuously and influences its order. Number 2. Foreclosure. Foreclosure is a legal action in which a bank or creditor sells or takes over a number of properties because the owner does not fulfill the agreement between the lender and the borrower. Number 3. The global financial crisis refers to the period of extreme stress in global financial market and banking system between mid-2007 and early 2009. Recovery from the crisis was also much slower than fast recession that were not associated with a financial crisis. Next, bailout is a general term for extending financial support to a company or a country facing a potential bankruptcy threat. It can take the form of loans, cash, bonds, or stock purchase. A bailout may or may not require reimbursement and is often accompanied by greater government oversight and regulation. Next, generally, credit card debt refers to the accumulated outstanding balance that many borrowers carry over from month to month. Credit card debt can be useful for borrowers seeking to make purchases with deferred payment over time. This type of debt does carry some of the industry highest interest rates. A credit crunch is an economic condition in which investment capital is hard to secure. Banks and other traditional financial institutions becomes wary of lending funds to individuals and corporations as they are afraid that the borrowers will default. Next. A recession is a significant decline in economic activity spread across the economy lasting more than a few months, normal, visible in real GDP. Real income, employment, industrial production, and wholesale retail sales between trough and peak. The economy is in an expansion. Next, a crash is a sudden and significant decline in the value of a market. A crash is most often associated with an inflated stock market. So any market can crash. For example, the international oil market in 2016. A stimulus economy is an economist knowledge in terms of finance enforced by the government to overcome an economic crisis or accelerate economic development. This knowledge can be implemented if the government has sufficient finance to increase economic output and improve the welfare of the community. Next, austerity, also called austerity measure, a set of economic policy usually consisting of tax increases, spending cuts, or a combination of the two used by government to reduce budget deficit. A bubble is an economic cycle that is characterized by the rapid escalation of market value, particularly in the price of assets. This fast inflation is followed by a quick decrease in value or a contraction that is sometimes referred to as a crash or a bubble burst. A bear market is when a market experiences prolonged first declines. It typically describes a condition in which securities price fall 20% or more from recent hike amid widespread pessimism and negative investor sentiment. Bear market also might accompany general economic downturns such as recession. Next, economic inequality is the inequality distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in society. Education at all levels, enhancing skill and training policies can be used alongside social assistance programs to help people out of poverty and to reduce inequality. Smaller fish of the fee in economy is an growth fee. Growth fee is an expression used in macroeconomics to refer to the assertion that's growing the economy. Our nation is as a whole creates more availability of wealth and work opportunities than does redistribution of wealth. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.